smokes, we're going into the game. This is crazy. So I guess I have to use my words here since I have a microphone and a Twitch channel and everything. I'm more of an observer than a spectator, really, though, so don't expect any real high-level commentary from me. Alright, so this is pretty exciting here. We're diving right into the first clan match ever for the dLife eSports Club. We're up against Team Ascension competitive team. We are up 1-0 right now, since this match played earlier in the week due to some scheduling problems. So yeah, in the bottom left corner right now from TAcomp, we have OMG Banana, dramatic zoom. Yeah, I was right on the money with that. And in the top left corner from our beloved dLife eSports Club, it is our team captain, Apex. So this is a Protoss versus Protoss, so don't expect me to offer any sort of insight as to what's going on. The word on the street is that even for people who know what's going on, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So just kind of watch and appreciate all the things. Yeah, don't be surprised if I do things like forget to talk. So we get Apex with 2 gas pretty quick. That seems like a pretty quick 2 gas if I do say so myself. Same thing going on the south side. So maybe interesting, hyper-aggressive opening. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking over at my dashboard. My other monitor, it's still it's really weird to see. We got about a 2-minute delay going on right now. So anyway, 2 gas down, a gateway, and now a 2 gateway. So I'll just apologize in advance. I'm not generally the most chatty or outgoing person in the world, so I'm definitely not suited for solo casting this type of thing. That's pretty nerve-wracking for a person like me, actually, to know that people are listening to what I'm saying. So the Cybercore is coming out for OMG Banana, and Adept's on the way. Meanwhile, the second gateway landing, so the timings are slightly different, and actually the choice of units is different too. We got a couple of stalkers coming out for Apex. Looks like a probe's down here. Gonna probably pick up a second Nexus here fairly soon. And a proxy pylon on the map. Apex is trying to do some sort of cheeky plays. Whoa, so people chatting. Sorry, I'm a little too nervous and new at this to do 2 things at once, so we'll just kind of, I guess, just follow the stalker and see what kind of shenanigans he gets up to. Meanwhile, Adept's actually approaching with their shades, and I think catch a glimpse of this, maybe not. I was not so nimble with the fingers to see the each player's vision, so I guess they're just each going to pass each other by. And there could be some aggression on either side of the map at the same time. Adept's in the main base now, and Apex's main base. That's they shade out, and they're back out by the 3rd now. Meanwhile, a couple proxy gates going actually, so that could be. Well, I'm not even going to spoil what I think it could be because it's. So, got a couple of Adepts and a Mothership core dancing around with a few smokers now. Proxy gate, proxy robos coming out. Yeah, alright, cool. I was going to guess that we're going to see an Immortal, and that's what it is. So things are starting off pretty quick here. Second base now going down for OMG Banana. And in the meantime, Apex seems to be okay, this could be annoying. A warp prism now heading across the map, and that can spiral out of control pretty quickly. Meanwhile, a little force of stalkers and an immortal coming out for Apex, and he's going to push ahead with this and see if he can do any kind of damage. What's waiting for him? Well, we definitely have a pylon overcharge. don't know. I'm new to this, so it just frightened me. That's all that happened there. I just got scared and confused, so thanks for that, whoever did that. So Stalker's now moving back across the map, and I guess that's going to be the end of the aggression by the look of it. Warp Prism's kind of just floating around here, and I guess I must have missed it if anything happened. I'll try and be a little better about my observing, and the Mothership Core seems to spot that, so everything's sort of at a standstill for the moment after that initial bit of aggression. Oh man, all these words. I need to take a break. Yeah, we'll be back after a few minutes. I'm just going to take a little rest. Alright, that was a joke. Alright, so Warp Prism heading back. So not a lot going on for either player. Expansion now going down for Apex, so significantly later. Might be a little bit, especially since it's everything for Apex. So in the meantime, replacement game back at the main base, and he's sort of, I guess, at a standstill for the time. Well, his supply seems to be spiraling out of control a little bit. It's almost, 71 to 42, and we'll see how that goes. Could get exponentially less for Apex since the second base is so late. Looks like OMG Banana setting up for to start building army while Apex is trying to maybe scramble to catch up in economy. Pros being transferred now. Gateway still going down. Another sentry, and not a lot happening back home. More gateways as we saw earlier, and lots of gas, lots of saturation, and yeah, just things are building up for Team Ascension Protoss there. But in the way of action, not a whole lot of hallucinated Phoenix coming through here and getting a pretty good scout, likely seeing that this is an extremely new natural expansion, so he's probably fairly confident. And now, yeah, huge army going across the map, and more strange sounds that I don't understand. Just popping out of my ear there. That might be a follow. Anyway, whoever did that, thank you. You frightened me and scared me and confused me a little bit. And when I'm scared and frightened, then I become angry. So you're really doing a great job of ruining my day. Thank you for that. So this terrifying, massive army coming through. The observer spotted it, but not nearly close enough. The Apex is in a bad spot here as far as I know. Unless the unless these force fields can do something amazing that I don't know about. This doesn't look good. This might help us. Yeah, that's no problem, you know. Apex didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this match. In fact, he was the last one. So that was unfortunate. Sort of crummy circumstances to have to play in a Team League match. But the force field's now doing a good work. There's a big raid in the hybrid again. Yeah. And yeah, despite us only being one game deep in this particular clan war, we're actually this actually ties it up 1 game to 1. Oh. Alright, in-game volume. Yeah, I should have known that. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But if you win either of the next 2, I'll register that win. Hey guys, thanks for following me. I've got about 2-minute delay on, so my response to that isn't so great. Alright, so torque handling, putting these lobbies together, so that's good since I'm a little distracted with these terrifying follower noises in my head. Wow. Am I getting a new follower just that quickly? That's pretty awesome, I think. Yeah, sweet. Thanks, guys. So yeah, we got a lot of spectators in here. Torque's gonna shuffle us around here. So yeah, a few minutes before the next game starts. And it's funny because I'm still watching the end of Game 1 as I'm sitting in the lobby here for Game 2. Not used to having a delay like that. I don't know if you're done yet, but please turn on the in-game volume. I'd love to hear you cast. Yeah. But Rush, we love you. Oh, thank you. And I really don't want to hear the warping noise at 600 decibels. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Now I'm watching myself turn down the volume. You invite Annihilator, he's not accepting. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Invite to game. Okay, so it looks like we're going into game 2 now. That's awesome. So, I guess technically we're down 1-0 due to the order of the matches. We played one in advance, which we won, but depending on the number of games that get played, we may not necessarily get to that. So that our win counting kind of depends on us being able to get a win in the first 3 sets, as far as I understand anyway. The follower train's scaring me, you guys. It's scaring me a lot. Alright, so here we are in what is game 2 on a map I am not at all familiar with. We're looking at Annihilator from our team, another PvP here, versus Qualia from Team Ascension. So more PvP, more random stuff that I'm just going to do, I guess, play-by-play commentary on and kind of avoid any kind of forethought as to what these guys are thinking about doing. I'm merely an observer here. I really have the unfortunate circumstance of having to use my voice here as well. So anyway, this probe squeezing through that choke point, which has become a hilarious meme, I guess. Apparently tanks don't squeeze through there too well. So a little probe going through here. And, ooh, thought I was accidentally focused on that destructible rock there, but anyway. Team Ascension Protoss getting a nice scout through here, and would help to kind of look at what people are going for. So yeah, going for a second gas for the both of them. This must be some sort of standard PvP opening, I assume. Strange ways of Protoss I'll never understand. So this probe seems to have some weird ideas about what it's going to do with its life. I don't like the look of this. What are you going to get up to, buddy? Can't even... Alright. Pylon going down. Cheeky action to ensue. So 2 gateways here, 2 gateways here. Okay, we're learning about PvP. This sort of gas and 2 gateways into another gas. Sweet. Never say that, Rush. dLife is never down. We will come back. Well, yeah, but we are down 1-0, unfortunately, is the reality of this one. And the other unfortunate reality is this proxy Stargate that's happening right now. You know, that's not making anyone feel good, I don't think. So Mothership Core, and are you gonna just float over there perhaps and have a little look-see? Yes, you are. This Mothership Core, you know, Mom's always right. You know, from my experience, anytime I disagreed with my mom, she was always right, and this Mothership Core has the right idea. So the proxy Stargate gets scouted, and I guess the Protoss response to that would be pylons, cannons, stalkers, something to that extent. More scary follower sounds, you guys. Stop, I don't know how to respond to that yet. It's new to me. Yeah, so the Mothership Core tickling down this pylon, but the Void Ray not gonna get out in time. Hoo hoo hoo, sneaky sneaky. Robotics facility now going down for Annihilator here, back at home for Quelia. Stalkers maybe looking for the potential Oracle? I don't know. Stalkers moving out now to deal with defending this proxy Stargate, because I guess if it happens to go down, it's going to be a great situation for Quelia. Sorry for mispronouncing that. Which is, oh wow, and the Mothership Core doesn't tickle that down and has to kind of warp out of there pretty quick, and now Void Ray's going to come in and be a jerk, and Stalker's now sneaking in, and they're going to kind of focus that down along with the Pylon of Death, and oh, one more shot would have done that, but it didn't quite happen. And we got some observers here going crazy, and yeah, both players still sitting on one base now, Annihilator now going for a second. Meanwhile, more what are they called? Void Rays, yeah, coming out of this Stargate here. So that should be interesting. Protoss is always gonna win. Yeah, Protoss always wins, man. It's a sad fact. Wow, I have 12 viewers. This has to be a record. I'm so terrified / appreciative. Thanks for watching me talk about StarCraft. So yeah, trying to take down these destructible rocks, and Annihilator's kind of anticipating that, gonna overcharge that pylon and hopefully use his high ground advantage here. Wow, and he even managed to get some force fields down. Picks off a bit of that army, so Quelia kind of forced to pull back, and now an Oracle here, and you know, if you don't notice these things, they can take out your mineral line pretty quick, but Annihilator right on top of that again, so yeah, not too much damage being done as he pushes the Oracle away. So second base still going down. Meanwhile, Quelia still sitting on one base, so he's got to get some damage done with his aggression that he's attempting to put forward here. Oh, but Annihilator now moving down the ramp and very boldly into this little clump of structures. Quelia is not liking that at all, has to back off, and now these buildings are going to go down. And given the second base here, this could be a good situation for Annihilator. Mortal's doing a lot of work now, and everybody kiting these zones back. We don't have charge, so we're really just keeping them up. And yeah, Stalkers kind of retreat now, which they really have no other choice but to do, and Mortal's and everything taking down this proxy, so that was largely ineffective for the amount of investment that went into it as far as I'm concerned. And now Quelia is kind of on the back foot, having to play a little bit of catch-up. Likely he'll be on a defensive position for a while. Whew, so how about turning these words into sentences, and how does anybody actually do this on a regular basis? So yeah, Protoss things are happening right now. We got some shiny, expensive units walking around. More legs than they really need to stand upright, but who am I to say? Another Oracle here trying to cause some trouble, and looks like it might happen. Well, overcharge happens once more, and Oracle kind of has to reposition itself, take out a few more workers before kind of getting pushed back more by that Stalker. Now Annihilator's force kind of gathering up on the north side of the map and then moving forward to kind of deal with some aggression. I feel like you got a sense that came out on the advantageous side of that whole proxy stuff and things, and yeah, we're going to see how things can play out on this side of the map. Pew pew. So destroying the Borok's now going down for Duelia. And he doesn't... does he see this? It doesn't seem to be aware. I would switch between views, but let's see here. Nope, so he doesn't seem to have too much of an idea what's going on there, as I very clumsily switch between player views. And yeah, just as that Nexus is going up for him, it's getting challenged here pretty quickly, but those are some pretty effective force fields, I think. And yeah, the Protoss defense now pushing him back, but there's like a good number of Immortals here that are really going to make it hard for Philly to actually do anything about this, especially if the Zealots can't get up to melee range. They can just kind of get back. Stalker's doing work on the Oracles. Immortals kind of doing what they need to do. A little bit of Warp Prism micro here. Wow, really great. So that puts the series to 1-1. Great, and I should be updating the score. Oh, I'm so terrible. I haven't been updating the score. Rage. So I don't know. Depending on the rules, I think that technically makes it 2-1 for us, although this particular session we've only had 2 games, so let me try and fix the score. Alright. So Dater's not here, he has 15 minutes, otherwise walkover. Oh, Torque's really straight up with the rules and stuff, so I really appreciate that. Alright, so I guess the situation here is that the guy for the third match for TAcomp isn't here, so we have about a 15 minute wait before we get the walkover. So should that walkover happen, that's actually going to win dLife Club the series 3-1. I'm not really sure what we do besides wait it out from here. I do have a replay from this series that was played earlier that could probably go up. Alright, so unless someone sends me a message, I'm actually going to try to put up the replay from Vaj. I can't remember. He was against Bubba for one of our matches, and due to scheduling problems that had to be played earlier in the week, so I think I can pull that up and we can just go right into it. Just instead of just sitting here listening to me breathe for 15 minutes, this would probably be a little more fun. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so this, yeah, I was about to say everything I just said all over again, so I'll just spare you the regurgitation. Redundant information is what I meant to say. So yeah, here we are. This is a replay played earlier in the day. So right now we are up 1 game to 0, or sorry, 1 game to 1. We're not up at all. So this would have been the 3rd game that was played in the series that has already kind of been played out. Nice to see a matchup that isn't a PvP. I might be able to offer at least somewhat of an idea of what's going on here. TVZ seems to be the only matchup I can actually find any kind of success on the ladder right now. Even with the Queen and Spore Crawler buff, I haven't seen a whole lot of difference personally, but I am in Diamond League, so that could be the reason. Some wise person once told me that the patches don't affect people who are as noob as me. So yeah, the argument about balance and so on is apparently kind of pointless. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I mean, balance obviously affects the game at our level a little bit, but anyway, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, this is hatch first going down, followed by gas, followed by pool, which, as far as I understand, is a fairly straight up build for Zerg. And we got that boy Bubba with the Reaper FE. I haven't been paying that much attention. I'm really not cut out for this. Yeah, Reaper FE. So a couple overlords now coming across the map. Second hatch going up. Still waiting on the spawning pool. So really straight up openings from both of them. Nothing too crazy happening this right now. Oh, the Satanic Elmo. Yeah, thanks for the follows. I'm glad you liked that. Let me just. Alright, sorry, I just got distracted with the use of my keyboard. So anyway, we got a reactor now and a second barracks. Okay then. So maybe some more Reapers to follow, perhaps. So Reaper kiting back the Zerglings, not doing much with that grenade, but that's alright. Those things can be a little tricky to handle. Holy crap, I have 20 viewers on my channel. I must be like the most popular StarCraft streamer right now, judging by view counts that I've seen. So Slowling's still chasing this Reaper around the map, and the Queen not much faster. Well, not faster at all, actually. Slower. So the Reaper regenerating. Let's see what's happening back at the base. So factory finally going down. We don't have a lot of Reapers as I thought. This must be some build that I'm not terribly familiar with. Oh, 2-on-1. Great, okay, so that's normal too. Don't judge me. So Reaper getting a little work in here now, being a little bit annoying. Queens, Siege Queens, I can say that with even more validity now. Siege Queens getting it done. And third base now going down. From my experience, Bodge is a pretty incredible macro player, which is a fact. I don't know what I was going to say there. Too much pressure to speak in this position as a caster. Alright, so slow links. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you. I appreciate the love. 19 viewers. This is a dream come true. And yeah, slow links now moving in, but that's a sick choke point for the Marines, and they're going to trade really cost efficiently. They might not come out on top, but they're definitely going to kill more Zerglings than they should. The wall going to deal with that. And now, well, Bubba's losing a lot of workers for this. I don't know, perhaps the workers should have been pulled a little earlier to handle this along with the Marines. But this is sort of spiraled out of control a little bit now that that command center's forced to lift up, and these number of Marines that are here right now, no Hellions or anything, he really has nothing to deal with that. So as far as we, for the moment, that orbital command's just going to stay in the sky. And as I say that, it lands back on the ground. Yeah, you get back up there. Try and defy me, will you? Alright, so Bubba in a weird situation where he has to sort of selectively take engagements and kind of kite back until he has enough units to actually deal with this. And let the Zerglings go back, and yeah, things kind of calm down. But I'd say Bodge is in definitely a good position with the amount of worker kills he got and the amount of time he delayed that CC from doing anything. So yeah, here we are, Zerglings. Yeah, not giving that Hellion a very good time. Now he's going to try and cut him. Well, not really kite, just be on a full-on retreat here, and the Zerglings are going to kind of scratch at the back wheels of this Hellion. And he doesn't seem to be interested in kiting, and the Marines kind of saved the day. Thankfully, that was terrifying, and now a drop moving out. Bodge on 3 bases, though, really getting drone saturation established, a layer coming up now, and yeah, just kind of looking like he's just at an advantage as suggested by the description of the scenario. Sorry. Yeah, so the drop happening, but Vodge is right on top of that, so Bubba kind of going for some high ground shenanigans, but you can, I guess walking away from that completely is an option too, so he opts to do that. Widow Mine getting put down in a weird place, one queen's going to eat it, but yeah, he's going to be okay, or should I say, she. Or, I guess, yeah, I'll leave that one alone. That's not a topic for a Twitch chat. So yeah, Queen's kind of lurking around here. Zergling's just standing guard, making sure nothing more happens. And yeah, that's going to be... You Marines are going to want to pick up here soon. Just get out of there. And so that's enough of that. And they're still trying to be very annoying here, landing back on the ground. I'm going to kind of try and keep Vodge occupied while I assume that he tries to scramble to get back into... back on his feet from this whole economic disadvantage. But it's not... I don't know, the harassment hasn't been that effective. It doesn't seem to be causing Vodge to really skip a beat at all, as he's going up to like a 4th base now, getting decent crease rate, I would say. Let's look up there. We've got, 1-1 just starting for Terran, whereas we got, well, this glowing one, I'm going to assume that's like +2. Yes, it is. So, yeah. Vodge just getting more and more ahead unless Bubba can actually do a little bit more damage than he has been doing. He's kind of sitting on 2 bases for a really long time now, pushing 8 minutes, and still hasn't been able to transfer command center over or anything like that. Queen's really hugging this natural. Slurpy, juicy sounds going on, and I'm really grossed out. Really not a lot happening. A Zergling here and there, a little pack of them actually moving out the south side. And they're moving pretty quick on a spot that maybe this guy's still only on 2 bases, and I don't know what Bubba can do at this point other than pray for some really awesome Widow Mine hits or something. But these rocks are going to go down. They're going down slow, but they're still going down. Meanwhile, Terran Army moving across the middle of the map. Zerglings are going to pop in, see, well, either that the CC's going down, yeah, so he's going to prevent that from happening. Meanwhile, these Marines and medevacs stimming in. Speedlings and Queens move forward to handle that, and the Speedlings get a good surround, and wow, some Banelings snuck in there that I didn't see rolling up and really just ate up that pack of Marines. On the other side, Zerglings now tearing up the mineral line, handling a Marauder, and not going to be able to sneak up the ramp, but actually doing a pretty good counterattack while a lot of micros required on this Marine medevac army, so probably not paying as much attention to what's going on here as you really should. 3rd base still floating. 2nd base, no workers. This is looking pretty bad for Bubba. A lot more Zerglings and Banelings and Mutalisks now. Wow, moving across. A couple over Seers there in case the Widow Mines are down. Marines still being fairly annoying, but at this point it might be too little too late. Cool little choke points being demonstrated here, though. I'm kind of looking forward to playing this map, as I was a pretty big fan of Cloud Kingdom. Oops. So anyway, yeah, Marines still, being annoying. I can see why people think Marines are a little OP for what they are anyway, but, obviously the supply difference is huge. Let's see the army supply. Well, not so different, but I think the economical situation will sort of start to spiral out of control if it hit more than it already has. So scary Zerg army now moving across the map really quickly. Zerglings, Mutalisks, a couple Banelings as well with speed. So unless there's some epic splits and Widow Mines there, this is looking pretty bad for Terran. That's a GG. So yeah, that was a replay from a couple days ago that I believe put this to 2-1 now. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Oh yeah. Use this and some of that. Sorry, dear. There you go. Okay. I don't know exactly where we are. Alright, so guys, we're still sort of waiting to see what happens with this potential walkover. I guess one of their players didn't show up. Hey, sweetie. I had 20 people watching my channel. Yeah, I'm super popular. Yeah. So yeah, sorry for the downtime, guys. I can't guarantee that there's actually going to be any more games from this series. It sort of depends on what happens on the technical side of this, I guess. I'm sort of just waiting to see what we have to do. Sorry about no music. I'm just I don't have a routine yet for this, so I don't know when I should be putting on music and stuff. I check my Twitch alerts because I know a lot of people followed me during this cast. Wow, holy smokes! You got like a dozen followers. Thanks, guys. Quelia, sorry if I pronounced that. Rengen, Pursuit, Buildings, Pashel, OMG Walrus, Amador, Sunokasuri. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Torque, and Tom Teaser. Wow, I got a lot of follows today. Thanks, guys. Makes me feel special with my imaginary internet popularity. Sweet. Sorry for the horrible mispronunciations of your names. So I don't think I've got response yet from the other captain. And let's see, how long has it been? Let's see, decided to walk over. Two other people last in the first. Okay, so it sounds like the next game is a walkover due to a no-show on Team Ascension's part. So, actually, sorry, I'm terrible at updating the score on the overlay. But we are actually, given that replay that we just casted, as well as the walkover, that actually means the series is decided, and the dLife eSports Club, takes the win in our first ever clan war, 3-1 over TAcomp. We may be getting Pursuit in a game, hopefully for respect, and just for fun since he's been out here and not really, doesn't really have to play at this point. We're just going to see if we can squeeze one last game in before we call it a night. Just seeing what you guys are saying about switches now, and yeah, I have these super loud blue switches. I would, but my computer's so bad. I don't have this on like window capture. I have it on game capture, so Alt Tab does nothing. And now I have a 2-minute delay, so I can't even talk to you guys like this. Alright, well, as anticlimactic as the ending is going to be here, let me see here. Just need to accept these results, I guess. How do I accept these? Go to the home page. So I guess I just need to accept these results. I don't really see where to accept these results. Okay, guys, as much as I'd like to stay in stream, I got a few things I want to do before the night's over. So since I guess that's all there is to it, there's a little bit less StarCraft than I expected, which kind of sucks, but at least we got our foot in the door, got a win, and hopefully we'll pick right back up on this next week. So thanks again for following me and watching the stream, and hopefully we'll do it again soon. Thanks, bye.